Hey gang, sorry I'm late. It's been a little bit crazy around here. Let me just... That should be fine. Make sure everything's working. How's everyone doing tonight? Yeah, it looks like it's all good. I can't believe that we're playing Magic the Gathering again. I can't believe that people voted for Magic the Gathering again. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there was a poll on the Byte Marx channel that had, should we play Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic or a bit of both? And Magic won by a sizable margin. So I guess we're doing this for a little bit. How's everyone? Ooh, the new Ashling stuff looks good. Alright. Gonna get the chat up on my phone. I think the best thing to do... I would love to play some of the drafts. But unfortunately, 4 minutes late is a record. Yeah, unfortunately, life got a little bit crazy in the lead up to the stream. Had a lot I had to do very suddenly. But it happens. I think let's go into some standard ranked. I have a ranked deck. We're gonna try it. No promises. It is not phenomenal. I haven't played Magic in a while. I also haven't played Standard in a while. I'm mostly a Commander player. But yeah, we're gonna do some standard ranked. Oh, the volume might be a bit loud, actually. I've never played Magic. I voted for Yu-Gi-Oh! You were one of, like, 2 people that voted for Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, they have the Mogul from the Final Fantasy set as their, Okay, let's see what we have here. This is actually fine. Okay, yeah, we gotta turn that down to, like, 23%. Huh. Rockface Village so I can get out these goblins. Hopefully we draw a new land. You're an appropriate kitty for this. Look at my little kitty, everybody. But hey, Zaki. Hey, Doodles. How's it going? Shit, they have the avatar cards, guys. We are boned. Oh, wait. Ah, I should have played that first turn. Okay. You see, the problem with earthbending is that if I kill this creature, it's just going to go back to being a land. So that's not phenomenal. So let's get my Emberheart Challenger out first. Because at least then I can lay down some damage. The whole point of this deck is to burn. So we want to do as much damage as possible. Sapling Nursery? That's a 7 mana. That's an 8 mana spell. Oh no. On turn 3. Green is crazy, guys. Okay. Whenever I land, put a quest counter on this. When you do, if it has 4 or more quest counters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control against trample until end of turn. I think the way that we do this is this. I'm gonna burst lightning both of these. Yep. Oh, fuck. And that fucking... God damn it, are you kidding? This is so strong. Earthbending is insane. Sapling Nursery. Whenever a landfall. Landfall, no. I hate landfall, dude. This is virtually identical to Yu-Gi-Oh! It is not. Don't let the Yu-Gi-Oh! Players let you hear you say that. Lol. Now I won't be the only one who doesn't know what's happening. Yeah, welcome to the joy of streaming. I am fucked. I don't got nothing. I need to take these rock-based villagers out of this deck. It's not... It is not good. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Ain't nothing I can do. Crap. Okay, I guess we just swing in. I'm basically losing next turn anyway. We may as well make it easy for them. I literally see no difference here, dude, except that your math is more of a... Mate is more of a crunchy JPEG than usual. I can see one pretty enormous difference here, which is that I have to use lands to cast the spells. Of course it does that. Fucking green. Fucking green. Is that Snatchy on the right? Snatchy? What the hell is Snatchy? They didn't even have to crack their fabled passage. Landfall is insane. Okay, this is, yeah, I need to take these out of the deck. They aren't doing nothing for me. This is Mog the Mogul from Final Fantasy VI. Your words mean nothing to me? I mean, my words might not mean anything to you, but your eyes should be able to perceive. Yummy Snatchy, the mate on the right. No, that's Mog the Mogul from Final Fantasy VI. Alright, we gotta do something about this deck. This ain't gonna cut it. No more rock-faced villages for me. What lands do I have that can help? We don't want things that enter tapped. Unfortunately, I don't have any wild cards I can use to craft new things. So we're just gonna have to hope that I have something that can do something. Okay, Inspiring Advantage I have one of already. This could work. Sacred Foundry I only have one of. Temple of Triumph. The Scry isn't terrible, actually. Let's maybe get one of those in there. And then... do I just want... maybe a fetch land? Pit of Offerings is shockingly good. Yeah, I think we want a like a fetch land. Do I want another Evolving Wilds? No, I'll get a Fabled Passageway. And then maybe we look into some of the elementals from Lorwyn Eclipsed. Elemental. Those tend to be alright. Whenever you cast the mana value for Regret It, that's not going to happen in this deck. Oh, these spells are so expensive. Yeah. No, I think we just sort of keep what we have. Would you believe I've never actually looked at one of your card streams? I would believe that. Doodles, that's the level of disrespect I just sort of expect from you now. Okay. Easy Flash God. Gee, I wonder what colors he's playing. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Oh, shit. Is this a... what map is this? This is neat. Okay. Let's... abraded bluffs. Deal a damage. I could leave. You could. But what would you do? Ember Heart Challenger. Let's go. I maybe just need to add more lands to this deck in general. I feel like I'm constantly getting mana screwed. Yeah, let's get the Slick Shot show off. Let's plot it. I'll cast it next turn. So that I can, at the very least, cast an instant or sorcery with it. No! Cathar Commando! Fuck. Goddamn Azorius players. Oh wait, is this Avatar? Hello. Okay. I'll play you. You. And then I'll burst lightning. To get the sort of prowess. Problem is they're playing white, which means that they might have life gain. DuckTales, Twin Peaks, X-Files, I could watch a movie, but I chose to spend time hanging out here with y'all. Thank you, Doodles. We appreciate your sacrifice. You are so kind, Doodles. We don't deserve you. We really don't. Oh, I don't like that you're leaving up mana. I don't like that you're leaving up mana, Easy Flash God. Okay. I could do this, but they might have a negate or something. Is it worth it? Is it maybe better to just save this? No, let's do that. Please don't exile my creature. Yep, there we go. That's a negate. No more lies. That's quite a counterspell. Oofa doofa. Okay. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine, actually. Guys, look at me. We'll be fine. Oh, I just noticed that my background kind of matches the color of this map. I can't believe they're sending so many horsemen to conquer my face. I can turn the pieces. Look. I can make the horses jump. Okay. Look in the corner. I'm making horsies jump. Lightning Helix. That's fine. Yeah, I need to add more lands to this. This is nonsense. What's happening here is ridiculous. Did he just play a floodgate? He did not play a floodgate. He played a counter spell, which countered my spell. Okay. So 2 damage. I have 3 mana. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna activate the ability. I'll discard Vishinu Pyromancer. And I'll discard War Leader's Call. Okay, well, 2 Sheltered by Ghosts is not terrible. It was a one-time thing. Yep. So, it's kind of like... Counter spells in this game are like hand traps. So you use them once and then they counter whatever you do. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't have any monsters. Wait, no, I do. Tursa Light Shatterer. Discard 2 cards and draw that many cards whenever it attacks. If there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard, exile a card at random. You may play that card this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, but I'll be discarding 2 more. I will discard a Sheltered by Ghosts and a Lightning Strike. Ooh, and I drew something. Hell yes. Okay. I actually do want to keep that on top. I'm not going to attack. Now, the problem is they might have removal. They might be able to get rid of my Tursa, which is, that would suck. That would be pretty bad for me. But they haven't done any damage on me yet. They have so much mana, though. Shit. I maybe need to, yeah, the problem is this has Vigilance, so it doesn't tap when it attacks. So I can defend next turn. Okay, so we do this. So much mana up. They almost definitely have a counterspell. Okay. Sheltered by Ghosts. Are you gonna counter it? If you have another No More Lies, I can pay the cost, but that's not really worth it. Problem is, this is blue and white, so they don't necessarily... If they have something like a Lightning Helix, I can actually do that. Return target spell or permanent to its owner's hand. Aww. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. So... And they returned my Temple of Triumph. And then they exiled my creature. Oh, boy. Oops. Fuck you, dude. Yeah, so like Yu-Gi-Oh, this game doesn't have a chat icon. So the only messages you can send are things like this. Oh, and the monks have prowess, because what? Of course they do. Okay, so that's 8 damage. That's half my life. It is not looking good, gang. It is not looking good at all. Pass. I mean, I can kill one of the monks, but that feels pretty bad. Especially because you almost certainly have a counterspell. You have like 5 mana up, and you're in blue. How do you not have a counterspell? Come on. Don't play with my heart, Easy Flash God. Don't play with my heart. Play with your cards, not my heart. Are you deciding if it's worth it to save this monk? I mean, it's a monk token with prowess, which is pretty good. It's not looking good, gang. So different from when you play Yu-Gi-Oh. Holy fuck, doodles. That's so rude. I have Easy Flash God in front of me, like throwing spells and rocks and bricks at my face, and at least I have Doodles behind me storing her knives in my back. 3 steps ahead. 1 jump ahead of the bread line. Okay, so that's now 10 damage. Yup. Oh, goody. Hey, guys, don't even worry about it. I have a planes. I have a planes. Yeah, we're gonna do at least 4 damage, though. Good game. I'm so sorry I've had a shit week. I'm acting out like a child. A rude child. It's fine, dude. It has been a rough week. Okay, well now this is overkill. You already had enough to kill me. You had lethal. Now you're just putting things into my hand for the sake of it. This is a crazy card, though. Maybe I should have done Jeskai, Spellslinger. Oh well, we're on Boros Burn. So we're sticking with it. Okay. What I need to do is take a look at my deck. First things first, I think another Plains. And then I'm gonna get rid of the Artist Talent. I don't think I really need that. Lightning Helix is good. Hide Claw is good. If I had more rare wild cards, I'd be able to make more Hide Claws, but I just simply don't. Woolly this call. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to go with this. Oh, wait, what am I doing? We have to pick a card. This is why I'm losing, because I'm using my default card sleeve. Hang on. What would be a good card sleeve for this? Porphyros? Yeah. Give me strength, Porphyros. Save and exit. Are you playing with, like, the default deck? No, I got a deck list. I net decked this. But I just don't have enough wild cards in Magic the Gathering Arena are kind of like materials in Yu-Gi-Oh! You use them to craft cards that you want. And I just don't have enough of the right rarity wild cards to make all the cards I need. Okay, yeah, we need to mulligan that. That hand ain't happening. I think we have to mulligan this as well, because I really don't want to start with one land, but I also don't want to put 2 cards back into the deck. Yeah, we're going to keep this. We will put one of the shocks back in. That feels pretty bad. Playing a Raucous Carnival first turn feels pretty bad. Oh, you have your Sholter. Not drawing a land also feels pretty bad, man. But it's fine. We have the mana to shock now, so we can start killing creatures, but they are in black, so it doesn't matter. Okay, Temple of Triumph. That's fine. Don't love that I keep getting all of these tapped lands, but that's life. Also, that's why Scry is so important. So what Scry does is when you have something that scries for 1, you look at the top card of your library, and you can decide to put it either on the bottom of your deck or keep it on the top. It's really good. Quasi-Revenant. Exile this card from your graveyard, put a flying counter, a death touch counter, and a life counter on target creature activated on these. Ooh. I don't like you. Okay. But I do have this. Which is perfect because it's going to exile that instead of destroying it. So you won't be able to activate it from the graveyard. Rabbit. Is that guy a freaking Harangon? What's a Harangon? It has hexproof from instance. Okay. I think the smart thing here is early game we plot this. Yeah. I need to turn that audio down a little bit because it's actually kind of really loud. But yeah, I think early game we plot this. So next turn I can play it for free. You're going to get 4 life, which sucks for me. And you have mana up. This deck, dude, I gotta draw lands at some point. I have so many lands in here. Arena, what are you doing? Why are you not letting me draw lands? I promise I put lands in this deck. Yep, that's fair. I'm not gonna be able to block anyway, so we may as well get some damage in. Okay, please let me draw a land next turn. This hexproof from instance is killing me. If they have another murder, this is a wasted play. But I also just sort of don't have another option. Obviously, this would go great on the Amber Heart Challenger. But I don't really have a choice here. The D&D rabbit people? Wait, are they called Harangons? That's crazy. But no, this is a character from Bloomborough, which is one of my favorite sets. Bloomborough is a very Red Wall, like, small animal creatures in a fantasy setting kind of thing. Did you just double your attack? As long as your life total is greater than your starting life total, it gets +1/+1 and has menace. Elenda gets an additional +5/+5. As long as your starting total is 10 greater than your... The game has changed. The game has changed, gang. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to just put this out for blocks. I don't, but it has menace. It has menace. Yeah, I'm just dead this turn. Hair Engon. Ah, Jono. Welcome to the stream. Cards, yes, I understand. Good game. I'm gonna bolt to the face. Go for it. So, the deck's not doing great. And people complain about Yu-Gi-Oh! Having BS in it. Oh, people have been complaining about Magic for so long, dude. But, like, at the same time, we are playing ranked. People are using absolutely their best cards. I could play regular standard and probably have a fine time. I could also play Brawl. Y'all want to see Brawl? Yeah, let me show you one of my Nuts Brawl decks. Which, funnily enough, is called Nuts. Yeah, I'm sure Cal is doing really calculating good plays, though, Doodles. That we can be sure of. Like hair, like a rabbit's scary cousin. But no, that's from Bloomborough, which is a set that I really liked. Let's go. Oh. This is a good hand. Ish, kind of. Not really. Not really a good hand, actually, but it's fine. I mean, free mulligan. I would have preferred something else, but it's chill. We'll stick with it. Leyline of the Guild Pact. Fuck me. Okay. Yeah. Nykthos. Of course. No, of course. Crap. This is insane, because you have Leyline of the Guild Pact, so you technically have 4 green. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. 2 green. 2 green on the field. I bet you're scared. Forests are the strongest, kind of, maybe. Oh, this is 1 mana of any color because of Leyline of the Guild Pact. Oh, that's good. That's like a free chromatic lantern. Okay, we're gonna forest. Getting Chatterfang out. Oh, and because this is every land, Chatterfang can attack directly because it's got Forest Walk. Which, like, nothing has. Actually, I wonder which of the basic land walks is the least common. I feel like I never see Forest Walk. Island Walk is the one I see the most. Mountain Walk, maybe. No, it's Plains Walk. There's only, like, 3 creatures or something in the entire game that have Plains Walk. A walk ability means that if my opponent controls that land, I get to attack them for free. They can't block me. Because this creature is so good at traversing through forests. Okay. I guess Skewed Swarm. Don't have any lands in hand, but that's fine. Why do you have a deck called Zaza? Oh, because there's a creature in it called Zada Hedron Grinder. And it's the funny joke with that is that it's Zaza, you know? Wait, what? Okay, so Elish Norn halves the amount of tokens I make. So basically what this card does is that all of their enter the battlefield effects trigger twice, and all of mine trigger half as much. But because half of one is a half, and it's rounded down, I make 0. It actually triggers 0 times. Okay. So I have a food, and I have a squirrel. Yeah, we're just gonna have to take it. Unfortunately, we're just gonna have to take the hit on this one. But yeah, the whole point of this deck is to make tokens, because every time I make a token, Shadowfang makes a squirrel token, and it can sacrifice squirrels to make their creatures get minus to their stats. Like, it can sacrifice squirrels to lower the other creature's stats, but it's really good. This is really good. So I'm gonna prize fight the Elish Norn. I'm just gonna kill my squirrel, but it's gonna make a treasure token, which I can redeem for black mana. I'm gonna play this. And then I will activate this to sack my squirrel to make a food token, which will make me another squirrel. Shadowfang has Forest Walk, so it can't be blocked, so I may as well attack. But now all of my squirrels have Menace. And if I sacrifice food tokens, I make even more squirrels, which is great. Joda the Unifier is pretty bad. Joda the Unifier is pretty bad for me. Oh, boy. Oh, this copied all of my abilities. Activated abilities of your creatures you're above in control can't be activated. What is this fucking deck you've built, MD Harvey? Solitaire. You've basically made a stacks deck, dude. Stacks in Magic is, stun, basically. Okay, well, I have to block something. I'll block the Joda. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sack food. Which will at least make me a couple of squirrels that I can use to chump block. Sack another food, get some life back. Make another couple of squirrels. Activate this, sack a squirrel. Make another squirrel and a food for next turn. Because none of these have trample. Cannot be blocked, idiot. So I can at least get in 3 damage every turn. And I'm slowly building up a squirrel army. As long as I can get rid of Drana and Linvala, then I have a chance. Because once I have enough squirrels, I can start deleting stuff on the board. This Joda is a problem. Mox Amber! I mean, that's just more mana, though. Like... At a certain point, they're gonna run out of gas. Not yet. Not yet. Milled half their deck for key to the vault. Okay, probably gonna equip this to the flying creature because I don't have reach. So I can't do anything, Surak. Joda the Unifier is really just a good stuff deck. It's just put every broken card you have into a deck. Tracks are crazy. Yup. My god. Do I have a board wipe in this deck? Please, for the love of crap, tell me I have a board wipe. So it's probably a smart idea to do this. Sack a squirrel to make a food. Blood Artist trigger. Sack of food to get some life. I mean, I don't have anything. This is a bad matchup. This is a bad matchup, yeah. Oof. Well, that's just how the game goes sometimes. Sometimes they've got everything on their board has like over 10 mana. They have 2 flyers that happen to make up my entire life total. That's just how it goes. Remember when I said this was my crazy day? Alright, we rack up for game 2. Do you guys want me to play Zaza? Or should we stick with the squirrels? Oh, we can actually pull a pack. Nah, let's wait. If I get 100 more gold, then I can pull a mythic pack, which is obviously quite a lot better. So yeah, we've got Brass Tax, which is like my attack triggers deck. We have my wizard deck, my Zaza deck, another Golgari deck that's about getting creatures back from the graveyard, a knight and equipment deck, a Fraug deck, and Sunfire, which is about... This one makes all of my damage-dealing spells gain me life, and all of my life-gain spells deal damage. So it's just sort of fun. Play a deck that wins. All of them can win. I had some pretty good luck with this one recently. Let's try with that. So how are you doing, Jono? How are you doing, mysterious 4th person in the chat? Zerpandrel Hunger Dominus. I don't think I've actually seen this card before. Well, I'm gonna have to hope for a mountain. But aren't we always? Axe God Armory, because it enters tapped. So you wanna play it first. Hardened Scale. This is a +1/+1 counters deck? Alright. Let's do this so I can maybe draw into a land. Eater of Virtue is not a land, but thank God I got into my hand before the next turn. How are Grand Prix and Monica doing? Oh, because of Card Wars. I don't know. How are they doing? I don't know how I'm supposed to respond to that. I guess they're fine. Rivalries are for your 20s. I'm doing fine today. I started a playthrough of the OG Hollow Knight. Latest upgrade is Descending Dark and Crystal Dash, I think. Planes is not exactly what I needed, but that's fine. Because I can either a virtue onto this, so when it dies, either a virtue gains lifelink. I mean, gains death touch. So whatever I equip it with next will have death touch, which is really good. I'm doing okay. I've been watching a lot of magic content lately. Been getting, I think, 4 or 5 paragraphs away from the end of my script. So, per paragraph, I do about 2 to 4-ish drawings. It depends on the paragraph. Oh man, I really need a red mana. It's just not happening though. Okay. What is Arena's issue with me tonight? Why does it keep mana screwing me like this? But yeah. Oh, thank God. Okay, first of all, look how pretty this land is. All of my lands are real pretty. But finally, I can actually cast cards. Whenever an equip... You may attach all equipment... No. This is a 3/3. It's not going to attack until next turn, but that's fine. I'm only going to be able to play Ishin next turn anyway. So I want that on the field. I'm going to be able to... I'll leave this up as a blocker. Because, well, it seems like this is a landfall deck. Well, it's a +1/+1 counters deck. Colossal Majesty is a pretty good card. Pelt Collector is a pretty good card. Okay, so planes, that's fine. What do I want? Ishin. Let's go. Okay. Double attack trigger, let's do this. Hey, that's 2 treasures. 3 treasures out of that is not bad. Go. Well, at least the world chaser will die. Resolve all. It's fine. And then I can impact tremors. Gadrak. I'll leave the Fiend Lash for next turn. Yeah. But at least I make some treasure because creatures died this turn. Hell yeah. Activate your Cerebral Bloodstorm. Not in this deck I don't have. But yeah, either a Virtue is rad. I agree with you, Zaki. I'm doing okay. Oh yeah, I was already answering that. Next video is going well. I've been playing Final Fantasy. I've been watching some shows. Just sort of hanging out. Enjoying my time. Also, I got 2 ults of SP Little Knight in 10 packs. That rules. Hell yeah. You mean the ult art where she's on a skateboard? Okay, so... Fireblade Charger. And then Rook. Okay, then we're gonna equip Fiend Lash to Fireblade Charger. Okay, then we're gonna swing out with everything except Ishin. Yes. Yes, that's what we want. We do a whole bunch of damage. But we get some treasures. And now, if Rook dies, Eater of Virtue is going to get a whole lot of keywords on it. Which is going to be really good for me. Don't forget your Immortal Maze. Are you fucking looking up cards from Card Wars the episode? Axe God Armory, let's do this. So I can get an equipment card into my hand. What do I want? Quietus Spike? Will I even have the mana to cast that? I will. I think I probably want... Okay, so then I'll cost 1 and 2 red. Yeah, let's get Embercleave. What are the blocks? Go, Embercleave. It will attach to Rook. Yes. And because there's double strike, we win. So yeah, that's my night deck. No, wait, that's not my night deck. That's my equipment double attack trigger deck. I really love that. I actually have, Hey, we got a pack. Okay, so let me real quick go here and just take a look at this. So the reason I like whoops. Yeah, you're the commander. But the reason I like Ishin Two Heavens as one so much, I actually have a physical this card in real life. Is that if a creature attacking causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. That's great, because I have so many cards that, like, on attack, create treasure tokens. On attack, I draw a card and lose a life, so instead I draw 2 cards and lose a life. This one is phenomenal, because if it attacks... Whenever a samurai or warrior you control attacks alone, untap it. If it's the first combat phase of the turn, there is an additional combat phase after this. So I get 2 attacks, which is crazy because I have a whole bunch of equipment in this deck that can make like 1 warrior just insane. Things like Sword of the Realms, Embercleave like you saw, which is such a good card. I love Embercleave. Wish I had an Embercleave, but those things are very expensive. Actually, where is my Embercleave? There it is. It costs 1 less for each attacking creature you control. When it enters, it can attach to a creature, which is already very good. The creature gets +1/+1, has double strike and trample. Trample means that if a creature blocks my creature, it does piercing damage. So I get to do damage anyway. Double strike means that my creature deals damage to the enemy creature first, and then attacks again, basically. So... it always calculates the amount of damage I do first. And then I get to do damage again. So I almost certainly, at a certain point, get to just kill creatures before they can do damage to any of mine. Which is really good. I don't need to... one of the reasons that it's really good is because of things like... Where is my guy that had Death Touch? Wintermore Commander, there you are. Because of things like Death Touch. So Death Touch, it says that if this guy deals any amount of damage to an enemy creature, that creature dies. If I'm fighting a creature, right, with Death Touch, but my creature has double strike or first strike, then I could potentially kill this guy before he can do any damage to me, which means his Death Touch is irrelevant. Which is it's just really phenomenal. Then you have things like Quietus Spike, which, if I deal combat damage to a player, that player loses half their life, rounded up. So I just immediately take off, like, in Brawl, you start off with 25 life, so I immediately take off, like, what's 20, like 13 life off of them, which is crazy. Okay, let's crack a pack. Oh, and I get a rare card. Sick. Ooh, Everstrike's Gift. Enchanted creature gets +1/+0 and has flying. That might be pretty good in my standard deck. Sizzling Changeling. When this creature dies, exile the top card of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play that card. That's pretty good, but it's a little bit pricey. Reluctant Downguard. I love the art in Lorwyning so much, dude. It's like old fairy tales. This creature enters with 2 -1/-1 counters on it. Whenever another creature you control enters, while this has a -1/-1 counter, remove one of those counters. Oh, cool. Flash and Reach. Flash means that I can play this creature like it's an instant, so I can play it on my opponent's turn. Run away together, choose 2 creatures controlled by different players, return those creatures to their owner's hands. Ooh. Silvergill Peddler, I already have this. When it becomes tapped, draw a card, then discard a card. Hexing Squelcher. This card is really good. Spells you control can't be countered. Other creatures you control have ward pay 2 life. That's insane. This is definitely going in the deck. Holy shit. I can't believe I drew that. I got that. Damn. Okay. Let's just look it up. Hexing. Did I misspell this? Yeah, Hexing Squelcher. And I'm gonna get rid of this Flame Cash Gecko. And then... Cinder Strike? Maybe. Maybe. No. Maybe. No. I will get a Reckless Ransacking, though. Yeah. That only costs, like, 2 mana. That's really good. And I will get rid of... Oja? Maybe? Nah. Let's keep Oja. I'll get rid of an Abrade. There we go. And... no, I don't want Lorwyning Eclipsed. What's that card I needed? It's called... I forget what it's called. But it's very good. When it's a land card that when you put it into the battlefield, it exiles a land from your deck and it taps for that mana. So it's immediate color fixing, which is super good. I do remember it was rare. So let's take a look at those. Echoing Deeps? Was it Echoing Deeps? No. It's Multiversal Passage. That's the one. Let's craft one of those. Get that into my deck. Take out the planes. And let's try again. We're going back to ranked. Oh wait, I got an achievement. What do achievements get you? Color Mastery Red? Hell yeah. Cool. That was fun. Thanks, Rita. What was the point of that? I made a bar go up. That's pretty cool. Alrighty. Standard rank, let's go. That Squelcher is gonna be huge. None of my spells can be countered is so big in red and white. because you don't rarely get counter spells. I mean, red has some counter spells, but they're like, they're not amazing. Yeah, okay, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. We can live with this. Hey, four-eyed kitty. You can hear him purring. That's great. I love you, kid. I love you, Magic Cat. I'm sorry that we have to be in a murder mansion. Okay, so I think Evolving Wilds is probably going to be the play when it gets to my turn. And I have more red than white, so I need to get a mountain. Floop the pig wasn't good enough for you. Yeah. Actually, no. You know what? Good sequencing. We leave the Evolving Wilds up. And then we sacrifice it on their end step. That's good sequencing. That's a skillful play. It's not. It's really not. It's like kind of okay. It's a little bit better tempo, I guess, sort of. It doesn't matter. I don't have any cards on the field. Okay, so you're playing Izzet. Or maybe Jeskai? Jeskai Spellslinger is really popular this season, so that seems likely. I love you, Void Kitty. Void Kitty loves all of you. Gaze into Void Kitty's many extraneous eyes and know that you are seen in this universe. Ashling rekindled shit. Okay, no, they're playing Elementals, damn it. Elementals is really good. I wanted to play this as well, but it required more res than I had. I should get the. I should play this at some point. I like Izzet a lot. Fire magic with Vivi. Yes, go. Evolving Wilds into a basic mountain, a Phyrexian mountain, no less. Then Inspiring Village, which enters untapped because I have 2 lands. And I can't deal enough damage to kill the Ashling. So we're just going to have to Emberheart Challenger and hold it up because Ashling, they'll bounce off of each other and then I'll have a tapped creature. What does your transform save do? Whenever this creature transforms into Ashling Rhymebound, and at the beginning of your first main phase, add 2 mana of any one color. Spend this mana only to cast spells with mana value 4 or greater. Alright, well that's a pity. But hey. And now I can do this. Kill my creature, I kill your creature. I'm playing red 2, dual 0. Okay. I don't actually know that much about the elementals yet. I haven't played very much with the new Lorwyning cards. There's shockingly less Lorwyning cards in this deck than I thought there would have been. Emberheart Challenger is from Bloomburrow. He's a little mouse knight. Go! I'm going to choose white, because I already have a lot of access to red. I'll use a Sheltered by Ghosts. You might have a counterspell, but at the very least this will let you make you waste a counterspell, because you only have 4 cards in hand. Oh. Okay, that's fine. And I'm going back up to 20. It has Ward 2, so you're going to have to waste... Okay, well, that's annoying. Well, that's not going to work on me, because I have Ward. Well, I'm back up to 20. Okay, Hearth Elemental. That's fair. Resetting the hand. You had 2 Earth Elementals in your hand. That sucks, dude. Okay, at least you got land out of it. Resolve. Done killed my Viashino Pyromancer. Viashino Pyromancer. Okay. Give me a creature. I need a creature, please. No, that's not a creature. Hey. Arena... Okay, so if I kick this, it costs 5. I only have 4, so I can't do that anyway. This only deals damage to planeswalkers or players. God, I have nothing. I think I might try and switch to the elemental deck. This looks like a lot of fun. My turn. Hey, there's a creature. There's one of those creatures I needed. Do you have a counterspell? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, I'm gonna activate the ability. I will discard you and you. Neither are gonna do very much right now. Okay, I can play this plains. And then I guess we just sort of pass turn. Oh shit, I'm on 2 life. That's not good. Nope. Good game. You gotta respect the hustle. Oof. That was rude. Okay. Let's see actually how many elementals I do have. Because I don't think I have an Ashling. But... Elemental... And we're going for red and blue mostly. Okay, Aquatic Alchemist. Put an instant or sorcery from your graveyard on top of your library. That's fine. And it pumps itself. For every time you cast an instant or sorcery. That's not too bad. Flash and Prowess is pretty good, actually. But that's a human wizard. Oh, it's an Elementalist. Okay. When this creature dies, draw a card. That's pretty good. Ice Wrought Sentry. Whenever this creature attacks, you may pay 1 in a blue. If you do, tap target creature an opponent controls. Whenever you tap an untapped creature, this creature gets +2/+1. Ooh, then it becomes a 4/4 until end of turn. When it enters, return... Okay, so this bounces something. During your turn, this creature has base power 5 and toughness 2. That's weird. Normally it would be the other way around. Gigastorm Titan. It costs 3 less if you cast another spell this turn. That's pretty good. Okay. Icewind Elemental. When this creature enters, draw a card. I don't know. 5 mana to draw a card doesn't feel very good, if I'm being honest. This one is good. I like that one a lot. Enraged Flamecaster is good. Hearth's Elemental is good because it lets you reset your hand and it costs less. This makes a treasure, but it's very expensive. This is just big. Reach, Trample, and Haste is not bad. Korath Zealot. When this creature enters, exile the top card of your library until end of your next turn. You may play that card. It has decent stats, though, and it has basic land cycling, which is good. Deceit is good because it can bounce cards and you can evoke it. Okay. Let's take a look at the new Lorwyn Eclipsed Elementals. Shine Striker. Vivid. When this creature enters, draw cards equal to the number of colors among permanents you control. That's cool. Unfortunately, I'm only running 2. Draw a card. Ooh. But that's mana value 4 or greater. Okay, so it seems like the whole Wizards thing is mainly in this set. Casting spells the 4 or greater. I mean, we definitely want an Ashling Rekindled as soon as I have the wild card for it. Explosive Prodigy. Okay, Vivid's not going to work for me. Pay 2 in a red. Target creature you control gains trample in a turn. If this is the 3rd time this ability is resolved this turn, add... Behold an elemental. Choose an elemental you control or reveal an elemental card from your hand. Oh, this is actually really good, because I just need to pick elementals that I have. And then I get to add 4 red mana. Champion Path, as an additional cost, behold an elemental and exile it. Whenever another elemental you control enters, it deals equal damage to its power to each opponent. Ooh. And I get the cards back when this leaves the battlefield. That's pretty good. Eh. Add 2 mana in any combination of colors. Spend this mana only to cast elemental spells or activate the ability of elemental sources. Well, this is like elemental typal, so that's fine. Kindle the Inner Flame. Create a token that's a copy of target creature you control, except it has haste, and you have to sacrifice it at the beginning of the end step. And you can flash it back. All creatures have haste. All creatures. So that's my opponent's creatures too. Whenever a player taps a basic land for mana... Oh, shit. I don't think I want that. Squawk Roaster. I love you, Squawk Roaster. Double strike, but it has a vivid. Eclipsed Flamekin. When it enters, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an elemental, island, or mountain and put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. That's actually pretty good for turn 3. I might grab that. Vibrance. This is a mythic. If this enters, if red was spent to cast it, this creature deals 3 damage to any target. When this creature enters, if green was spent to cast it, search your library for a land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle, you gain 2 life. Well, I don't have any green in this deck. I'm not planning to have any green. But the Evoke is pretty good. Catharsis. If 2 white was spent to cast it, you make Kithkin tokens. If 2 red, creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain haste until end of turn. That's pretty good. If blue was cast, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Ooh. If a triggered ability of an elemental you control triggers, it triggers an additional time. Hell yes. When this creature enters, and whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. That's pretty good. And this is for standard, please. Okay, so that's 41 cards so far. And I need 60. Why are you over here, you silly Billy? Stratsora. Target creature gains flying until end of turn. Meh. Okay. Then we need instants and sorceries. We are playing Izzet. So, whoops. We want counter spells, baby. Counter spells and draw spells. Let's go. Opt is really good. I'll take 3 of those. Phantom Interference. So that's 1 in a blue to counter a spell. But if I play, if I pay 5 in a blue, I counter a spell and make tokens. Yeah. It's fine. Sacrifice a legendary creature or pay 2. Counter targeted activated ability, or non-creature spell. Triggered ability. Countering abilities is really good, actually, but I don't know that that's necessarily what I want. 3 steps ahead, I remember being pretty good. So I think I'll add 2 of those. Take the fall. I'll put 1 of you here. Unsummon is a bounce spell. That's not too bad. Charter course, draw 2. Draw a card, investigate. Counterspell with mana value 4 or greater. I'll grab one of those. Surveilling is not the worst, actually. Getting a negate's pretty good. And then... do I want a Frolicking Familiar? It has prowess, basically. But I've got elementals and stuff. Lunar Insight is probably better than... because I'm going to be playing a lot of different... I have quite a spread of mana values. So Lunar Insight gets better because of that. And then... yeah, we're going to jump into red. Obviously got to grab 4 Burst Lightnings. We're doing a lot of... actually, do I have something like a Seething Song? Ancestors 8 is maybe not bad. Because it makes treasure tokens, but... I have other cards that do that as well. Can make Goblin tokens? No, I don't think that's a good idea. Scalding Viper is great, because it's a bounce spell and a creature. I'm going to get another one of those. Scorching Dragonfire is pretty good. Thrill of Possibility, maybe? No. Let's see if I actually do have a Seething Song. Because if I do, that's going to be... whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, you may exile that many cards from the top of your library. You may play those cards each turn. That would be great if I was playing more of a burn deck, but it's also really expensive to do. Deals twice X damage to target creature. If excess was... damage was dealt to that creature, but this targets creatures, which is not ideal. It is more ideal to have it target anything. Targeting creatures is bleh. This is actually pretty good, because that's 2 damage for 2 mana. That's not too bad. And if I cast another spell this turn, which is pretty easy with 2 mana, I get to draw a card. To target creature. Damn, I only have creature targeting. What the fuck? Up to 3 nah. I think instead... Seize the Spoils is good, because you draw 2 cards and make a treasure token. But I think instead it's probably better to just go for a very cheap burn spell. Something like... ooh, Demand Answers is pretty good. That's... actually, wait, do I have a, did I add... I didn't add a Reckless Draw, did I? No. No, it doesn't seem like it. Demand Answers is just sort of better. Okay, next. Lands. Blue and red. And colorless, please. Oh, wait, no. I'm still searching for instants and sorceries. Okay. Temple of Epiphany is a must. First things first. Let's cut this down to like 8. Cut this down to... I like 8 for both. No, I actually have more blue cards. Let's put this down to like 7. 7 and 8 is good. Because then I can get 9 powerful lands. Steam Vents. Because that's a shock land. So I don't have to... Temple of Epiphany is really good. And grab 2 of those. Spire Bluff Cliff is pretty good. Wait, did I not add that? I don't like this new thing that they're doing where it just puts it wherever it wants. Where was that one? Fabled Passage, yes. Evolving Wilds, yes. Multiversal Passage, that's the one I wanted. And then, is there one... Rogue's Passage is... I do run a lot of creatures. No. No, I don't think so, actually. You know, I could grab just like a Sacred Foundry. Like another shock land. And then maybe a breeding pool. Yeah. Okay. Let's start crafting some cards. I should be able to get basically all of the commons and uncommons. The big problem is I'm not going to be able to get Ashling, because I do not have rares. So it might actually be not a bad idea. I wish there was a way to, like... I will say this, right? I like Magic the Gathering a lot. It's a very fun game. I do think that Master Duel is a better client for online card play than Magic the Gathering Arena is. Because, like, I don't think there's a way to favorite cards and things like that. I'm not gonna be able to use you. So I'm just gonna take you out for now. And I'll add another mountain. But let's try this. Let's see if maybe this does better than our previous deck did. But yeah, I think Master Duel is a better client because it does have a lot more quality of life features than Arena does. And Arena's been going for quite some time now. It's been going for nearly 10 years. It came out in 2018. There is no excuse for it to not have better quality of life features. It just sort of doesn't, which is dumb. I also don't love that, Yeah, that's fine. I also don't love that the events. I think one of the best things that Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel does is that anyone can enter the events. When the events happen, you can opt into them, you can opt out of them, it's fine, it's totally up to you, it's your choice. But with Magic the Gathering Arena, the way that they have make their money in this game is that there's 2 in-game currencies. There's gems and there's gold. Gold is what you earn by doing quests and dailies and stuff like that, and by winning games. Gems, the only real way to earn them is to either buy them or win in the events. And the only way to get into the events is to either pay a ridiculous amount of gold or pay a less ridiculous amount of gems. So that's how they make their money. And I understand that they're, you know, the making money is kind of the whole point of this. But, like, it's just so frustrating to see that because Magic the Gathering already has a pretty big barrier of entry, you know? This is not an easy game. This is a a weird and complicated game, it is already tough for new players to get in. It doesn't need to be more difficult. So having it be this this weird situation where you have to like pay to get into the events that show you some of the most interesting stuff in Magic really sucks, man. The drafts and the cubes are such a good way to learn how to play this game because it forces you to think. You have to basically build a deck out of random cards that you get in the event. And that's such a good way to teach someone how to play this game. Because obviously, the first time they do it, they're going to screw up. Everyone does. That's the point. If you've never built a deck on the fly before, it's really difficult with a time limit. You have no idea how to judge what cards are good. You have no idea what cards you're going to get. So it's really tough. But it's also very fun. And it teaches you a lot of good lessons. But new players don't get to experience that because they have to pay to get in. It's so baffling to me. And it's really this... Like, Wizards does this shit all the time. Wizards of the Coast keeps doing this nonsense where you have to pay so much for, like, the basic features of things. I'm going to put this Hearth Elemental into my hand. Because I have a pretty good hand, but it's not going to matter if I can't cast it or I need something. Plus now I can chump block the ghoul. And just to continue my rant a little bit from earlier, like, I haven't played Paper Magic in quite a while. Because life hasn't really worked out in a way where I can go play Paper Magic like I used to every week. But I remember the Commander decks specifically. Okay, so almost certainly you have a damage spell. I'm not blocking. So if I block, this will do 2 damage. You have something like a shock or whatever, and that creature's dead. I'm gonna cast this so that I can cast this next turn and get some cards. Luckily, my elementals have pretty big butts, so we should be good. Paper Magic sounds cooler than it is. Paper Magic is fun and cool. I like playing with the physical cards, but the arena does have some very nice features. It's actually, this is something, you know, one day if I ever was going to actually finish my Magic series, where I talk about the color pie, my plan was to eventually make a video about sort of the differences between playing arena Magic and Paper Magic. Because it gets kind of wild, right? Like, I won't play token decks normally. I have one token deck in Paper Magic, but normally I'll never play them because it's such a headache to keep track of tokens. And because Magic the Gathering has an infinite board, like you can have an infinite number of tokens. In fact, making infinite creatures is kind of one of the ways that people win in this game. Okay, I'm gonna do this and make blue. I'll pay 2 life. Let me opt. Okay. I'll play my Enraged Flamecaster. And then I'm gonna Stroke of Genius. Stoke Genius, sorry. Cool. And I'll attack with my Twin Flame Travelers. And now when I cast this, because its original mana value was over 4, I'm going to trigger all of these abilities. Alright, well that's a shame. But to be expected. And they didn't get rid of the one that draws me cards. This one just deals damage. 1 damage isn't that big of a deal. Okay, you're gonna blight. Blight means you add... Yeah. You put 2 -1/-1 counters on a creature you control. Oh, that's smart. Okay. Oh, that was clever. Props. Dude, yeah. Because you kill the Infestation Sage, you make a flying creature, which is just so much better than a ground creature. Play this. Play my Hearth Elemental. Draw 2 cards because of Twin Flame. Which is pretty good. 2 cards for 2 mana is pretty insane. Oh, and I have a negate in hand. That's huge. Okay. And I can play another one. That's another 2 cards, baby! And I still have enough mana for my negate. That's huge! Okay. No, I can't get greedy. Alright, I'll leave the rest up to block. Yeah, I'll leave the rest up to block. And I have a negate for any shenanigans, any murders, or anything. Paper Magic sounds like Kubo and the Two Strings. I love that movie. Kubo and the Two Strings is a phenomenal movie. If you have not seen it, you must. Choose a non-creature, non-land card. Well, I only have 1, so I may as well play it. That sucks. You spotted my negate. So now I don't have any removal for anything that they might have, which is pretty bad. Don't love that. Oh, and this Blighted Blackthorn is going to be able to keep giving them card draw. That's a good card. Wait, is that common? That's a common, dude. That's insane. I'll block with one of my Hearth Elementals. Because if this gets murdered, then it's like whatever. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. We're going to Breeding Pool, shock it in. I get to cast this for 1 mana. 2 cards for 1 mana. I love you, is it? Okay. Oh shit, this is good. Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna bounce the ghoul. We're gonna play this. Then we're gonna play Lunar Insight. Draw 3 cards. And attack. Oh, and I have Deceit, so I can bounce the token next turn or the tree. And then can't attack. But I should play that first. This is good. I'm having fun. Not 3 greasy dudes and the most beautiful woman you have ever seen playing cards. Hey, beautiful men play this game as well, okay? Rude. Rude. I can be beautiful. We'll play a mountain. Play this. I will discard the Temple of Epiphany. I will discard one of these mountains. Ooh, Scorching Dragonfire is pretty good. Okay. I will evoke in... Oh, I could just play this. And then I have a 5/5. No, let's evoke it. I want to test with evoke. Oh, shit. I was right. I was right. It triggers all of the abilities anyway. Yeah, I don't really need you anymore. And I will be able to bounce a creature. So I can bounce the insect, which effectively destroys it because tokens don't actually exist. They don't go back to your hand. Do you have something you can do, man? Oh shit, and because it's an elemental too, it gets triggered. I can bounce everything. Oh, this is excellent. Okay, so now we're just waiting it out, huh? Just using the time. Are you gonna use both of your timeouts, homie? Come on. Come on, dude. Don't do this to me. Are you really gonna long play me on this, man? Draco, I gave you props earlier for your good play. Clearly not watching the stream. I can't believe that they're waiting me out. This is the most, like... This is such an asshole thing to do. Can I report you, Draco? How do I report people in this video game? How do I ruin your weekend? Okay, yeah, then the evoke happens. Oh, the evoke is what's getting doubled. Okay, that makes sense. Gigastorm, go. Decline. I don't actually need to draw any more cards, thank you. Then I will Scorching Dragonfire. And we win! Izzard, I'm so sorry I doubted you. I should have known better. You were always there for me, and I just threw you aside for shiny Boros plays. But I'm back now. Ah, that felt good. Elementals have gotten really good, man. I feel like they weren't that good the last time I played. GG. Thank you. Thank you. Alrighty, I think a good way to end this off, because we're coming up to the end of the stream now, is let us get one of these mythic packs. Because we are not going to be able to buy another pack. And let's see what we get. Ooh, Reaping Willow looks good. The art on that is insane. Look at that. Lifelink. This creature enters with 2 -1/-1 counters on it. Remove 2 counters from this creature for 1 and a white or 1 and a black. Return target creature with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to your battlefield. This is just a tree that regenerates for 4 mana? That's what? This game has gotten so fast. As an additional cost to cast the spell, you may Blight 1. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. If the additional cost was paid, exile those 3 cards instead. Until the end of your next turn, you may play those cards. Cool, okay, so the Impulse Draw. This creature gets +2/+0 for each other goblin you control. Ooh, that's pretty good. Convoke. I love gambling. So Convoke is a very fun mechanic where you can use... So, okay. You see the, well, I should probably... No? Oh, this is weird. Hang on. There we go. Okay, you see the symbols at the top of the card? How there's two that have sort of like been cut in half and it's two different colors? That means that you can pay white or blue for it. But normally, you would see the symbols and they would have like, just the red. So what that means is that this card costs 3 mana, and one of those mana has to be red. But 2 of them can be any color. So this is any color of 3 mana, and then 2 have to be either blue or white. Now Convoke is great because it says if you have 3 creatures, you can, instead of paying 3 mana, you can tap those creatures, and then this costs 2 mana instead. It just costs the colored mana. So it's really a cool ability that I like a lot. This also makes tokens, which Azorius loves. I love shapeshifters in Lorwyning. They look so goofy and fun. Changeling is pretty good. It has every creature type, so it's good in any sort of like type deck. This one, destroy target creature with flying, destroy target enchantment, or make an elf token. That's pretty alright. Whoa! That's awesome! As Chronicle of Victory enters, choose a creature type. Creatures you control of the chosen type get +2/+2 and have first strike and trample. Whenever you cast a spell of the chosen type, draw a card. The art on this is astounding, but like it costs 6 mana. I mean, if you're playing an artifact deck, I guess you'll have ways to reduce that, but I don't know. That's just... First strike is nice, trample is nice, the +2/+2 is nice, the extra card draw is nice. I feel like there's a bunch of cards that do this for less mana. I mean... Garrick's... Feet! What's that card? Garrick's Uprising. Yeah, when this enchantment enters... This costs 3 mana, so half of what the other one costs. It gives you trample. Whenever a creature you control with power 4 or greater enters, draw a card. So, like, it doesn't give the +2/+2, it doesn't give the first strike, but it does basically the same stuff for half the cost. I feel like it's just too expensive. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's ways to make it better that I just don't know about, but, like, I don't know. Feels like it feels like not a great card, if I'm being honest. Oh, this is how you get titles. Okay, cool. What title do I get? Oh, I get Chandra. The Fervent. I'm fervent. I'm fervently awaiting to say thank you so much for watching the stream. That was bad. I'm sorry. It was a lot of fun. I love playing Magic. It's a card game it's one of my favorites. It was the card game I was most into before I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Online, and I still really like Magic. This doesn't, by the way, for anyone wondering, this doesn't mean I'm gonna stop playing Yu-Gi-Oh! On stream. I think, how we're gonna do this is that I'm probably gonna alternate between this and Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm gonna see how many views this gets, things like that. But I think like alternating 1 week Yu-Gi-Oh! 1 week Magic could be fun. We'll see how that works for a while. If people aren't into it, we'll switch back to just like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or if people prefer the Magic, we'll stick with Magic for a while. But I think doing it this way will keep things fresh, will keep things interesting, and no one who voted for Magic watched the stream. Okay, y'all. People who actually watch this stream, please vote in the polls. Otherwise, you're gonna get random stuff. Okay? You gotta check the channel if there's polls out. I'll make more of an effort in the future to let you guys know when there's voting to be done, but you gotta check the channel. In the meantime, have a good weekend. If you are interested in Magic the Gathering after this, if you do want to learn more about this game, I do have a playlist of videos where I go through each of the colors, and I sort of explain a little bit about them, with art and everything. They're some of my favorite videos I've ever done. Go and check them out. Have a good weekend, everybody. I will see you next week for, I voted 1 hour MTG and 1 hour Yu-Gi-Oh! Maybe we'll try that next week. We do have 7 people in the chat right now, so maybe the people who voted for Magic are here, Zaki, but they're just not talking. That could be it. In the meantime, have a good weekend. I'll see you guys next week for Silksong. Keep an eye out for the next video. I'm releasing a video pretty soon. I'm almost done with the art. Oh my god, I forgot one time. I just need to do all the, like, get the rest of the footage and cut it all together and record the audio and stuff, which will be quick. So the new video should be coming out probably next week. If I can manage to get it out by the end of the weekend, I will try to, but it's most likely going to come out next week. I'll see you guys for Silksong, and I guess we'll put up another poll next week to see if people want Magic again. Go check out those videos. Stay safe, stay kind, stay watching, stay friendly, stay away from little skull babies that want your cards, and also from cash grab Universes Beyond Ninja Turtles sets. And as always, everybody, stay magical. And also, enjoy the new stream ending soon screen. Doesn't that look nice? Isn't that relevant? Bye, everyone.